Welcome back, class. This is your Catia mentor, and in this video we're going to learn how to remove holes from a solid and from a surface. Alright, let's get started with a very simple shape. Let's go over to freestyle. So I'm going to do a very simple shape off of the surface, then we'll turn it into a solid. And let me place this surface in a geometric set. Going over to Tools, Geometric Set, Cut, Paste. Alright, so now I'm going to turn this surface into a solid. Let's go over to Part Design. Alright, so I'll take the surface and I'm going to thicken it. And I'm going to thicken it about 1/16 of an inch, 0.063. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hide the surface. And I'm going to put a few holes on the surface. I'm going to make them larger than what I need. I'll make them 0.25 in diameter up to last. Let's throw in a few more holes. Okay, so let's say you have this solid, and in some cases in manufacturing, sometimes you're not given the smart solid with all the history. Sometimes you're given a non-smart solid. So I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to right click copy. I'm going to create a new file. Go into part design. And I'm going to paste special as a result. So it's quite common in manufacturing to once again not have the smart model with all the history. Probably it was done in a different software, or maybe you're using a different software other than Catia to do design work, for tooling, for molds, or for tooling, like a form block. Alright, so notice there's no holes in the history. So one thing you can do is you can fill the holes by adding material. So we're going to use the thickness command. So go to refine, thickness, and we're going to fill the hole. We can actually pick all the inside cylinders or cylindrical surfaces and the holes. And just make sure we're going to thicken it in the positive. So positive number will add material, a negative will remove material. So the diameter is 0.250, so let's go 0.3, something larger than the diameter, 0.3 for all of them. 0.3 and 0.3. And okay. Oh, this one I messed up. Let's go back. 0.3. And okay. Oh, go back again. Let me extend this. 0.3. There we go. One more time, one more time. Don't know why it's not accepting the, oh, it's actually this one. It was in the wrong spot, point 0.3. We don't have a fifth option. There's only 4, and okay. All right, so that's one way to fill holes in a solid. All right, I'm going to go ahead and delete the thickness. I'm going to delete it, go back to the holes. All right, so let's say you were working with this solid and you wanted to create a form block to shape this sheet metal. Let's say this is aluminum 6061 T6. All right, so we're going to extract the surface. So let's go ahead and insert a geometric set. I'm going to extract this bottom surface. So imagine we're creating a mold or a form block to shape this sheet metal. Let's go over to generative wireframe and surface. Okay, so I'm going to extract the surface. And okay, I'm going to hide the solid. So let's say you wanted to close off the openings, and one of your instincts is probably to use the fill command to fill the hole. To get a more accurate, clean surface going all the way through, it's better to untrim. Alright, so we're going to use untrim. Select the surface. And it's going to go back to some type of parent surface. Okay, so let's hit OK. As you can see, here's untrim. Let's hide the surface with holes. And there we have it. Now, if your original surface was made up of multiple patches, you may want to disassemble first. Disassemble into separate patches and then use untrim to fill the holes. Now, if you're once again creating a form block for tooling, then you may want to extend the surfaces. So untrim if the surface had been chopped, had been split into a smaller surface, and you hit untrim, it would actually extend it something close to the parent surface. If that's not enough, you can always extend using extrapolate. Okay, so we're going to use extrapolate to extend our surface. And we're going to extrapolate all the way around. So we're going to say propagation, point continuity. So it'll go all the way around. And we prefer to go with curvature. And let's go with the length of 1. And preview. And it does accept it. If you overextend, it's going to almost look like a potato chip. It's going to fold over itself and clash. So there is a limit as to how far you can go before it starts overlapping itself. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK, and there it is. There's our extended surface. Let's go back to the solid just to show you that we did extend that surface. So we have a clean surface with no holes, an extra surface to create our form block. All right, that's the end of this video. See you in the next one.